We all know that Battlefront is seriously lacking minigames. Like, come on, the only one is Ewok Hunt, and that is genuinely terrifying. So dear EA, here is my pitch to hire me to fix that problem with 5 new minigame ideas based off of real things in Star Wars. And you already know that I saved the best for last. The first one will be the box. Yes, a very complex name, and it's actually the bounty hunter box that Count Dooku used in the Clone Wars alongside Moralo y Val to discover who the very best bounty hunter was at that time. Essentially what it is a big box, high technology, where battle simulations occur or just dangerous situations are simulated. And in Battlefront, every different situation would act as a different round, I guess. Round 1 could be the one in the Clone Wars where they escape the room filling with gas. You have to find like the secret escape hole. And then round 2 could be completely different. It could be the one where you have to snipe the moving target on the wall. And this continues and continues until there is only one man left. Probably not me, because I genuinely suck at Battlefront, but I've got gameplay videos coming soon. And actually, now that I think about it, that description sounds like a Star Wars version of Fall Guys. The next one, again from the Clone Wars, will be Trandoshan Hunt. Now that does sound very similar to Ewok Hunt, and that will be because it is very similar to Ewok Hunt, but it also has a lot of differences. The minigame will actually be based off the Padawan Lost arc from the Clone Wars, where Ahsoka is captured by Trandoshans and dumped on some island, where she finds a bunch of other Jedi Padawans, and they end up working together to escape the island from these Trandoshans, hunting them down for sport. It would obviously be Trandoshans and Jedi Padawan instead of Ewoks and Stormtroopers, which in turn actually makes a really unique dynamic for this game, despite how similar it is to Ewok Hunt. In terms of how the escaping would actually work within this game, it would be pretty similar. You know, you survive long enough and you get on a ship, but only this time it won't be an Imperial shuttle, it will be the Trandoshan prisoner ship. Also known as, I'm going to have to read it out quickly, the HCT 2001 Dragon Class Ryujot 90. There was no chance I could memorize that to just read it off the top of my mind. Thirdly, and by far what I think is the most desired one, I guess you're going to have to let me know, is the Bunta Eve Classic Pod Race from the Phantom Menace. As much as all of the other like flying modes in Battlefront are kind of bad, at least I think they are, I think if the pod race were in Battlefront it would be even better than the pod race from LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. This isn't really the most difficult game mode to explain. It's literally just the pod race, but I guess picking the pod that you want to use in the race could be like how you pick any other character that you want to be in like Heroes versus Villains, or actually every other game mode. Now before we move on to the next 2 mini game ideas, which happens to include my favourite of them all I ask from you is that you let me know if you're enjoying this video so far by smashing the like button, and you subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this. Thank you for doing that. Somehow I forgot to record this part, but the 4th minigame is the Citadel Challenge from the Clone Wars that the Domino Squad have to complete after failing a couple of times. Now let me explain how that will work in Battlefront. The way it works in the Clone Wars is clone squads compete to complete, yeah that was quite hard to say, the drill as fast as possible. So we're going to keep this exactly the same for the minigame in Battlefront 2. And this of course means that you can compare the time that your squad of all of your friends, or maybe just a bunch of random people online, to maybe your favorite YouTubers or like the very best in the world. It would be really cool to see like different people find different ways and faster ways to complete the Citadel drill, because as we know from Domino Squad themselves, there is more than one way, but there is also many ways to lose the Citadel drill. It will not be easy, and an example of this would be massive wolves attacking you. Sorry, that was a different Citadel, RIP Evan Peel. And my personal favourite idea, stemming from a mixture of a Modern Warfare 3 game mode and another Clone Wars arc, Infected, but with the Geonosian brain worms. How does that sound? You're on a ship, in space, no one to help you yet, because you are on the way to get help, but you've got to survive long enough so you actually get there. A clone has just become infected by one of these brainworms following a trip to Geonosis, and every person that this starting clone kills become infected as well. So it starts with 1, then 2, then 3, until eventually you either make it to the destination because you've survived long enough, or everyone becomes infected. Now these minigames could only ever be made if Battlefront 2 got some updates again, or Battlefront 3 was made. And I am not joking when I say this, you can help towards that actually happening by clicking this video right here. I'm being serious.